Recording in progress.
I'd like to call to order the JCIDA loan review meeting for Wednesday, June 25th. Please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have one item on the agenda, and it's I believe a micro loan for Painful Acres.
The maturity date expired, or does expire, and I've given you a little break. The activity on this loan, it's a participation loan, it's Sackets Harbor LDC. They went for about 8 months without making any payments. And now they are making monthly payments pretty religiously, so they're making an effort. So I don't know if we probably really don't have to extend the maturity date.
Well, how much are they paying?
Oh, we're paying about $500 a month. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But the actual loan payment is $900 and some dollars a month. So it's, it was a big loan to begin with. They've gotten it down very nicely.
Right.
And they are making an effort and showing good faith, and they're not trying to avoid us.
Is July 1st enough extension at $500 a month?
Probably not.
Okay.
So just to be clear, are you thinking an extension to July 1st, 2026?
It would have to be probably that far out.
I was just gonna
Or we don't need to do an extension, we can simply continue to collect the money monthly.
So under that, it would be, we would be about a year short if they continue to pay $500 a month.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they do a little better.
Has there been any communication with them, Lyle?
Oh, yes.
And I mean, they're at this point, obviously acknowledging they still owe the money and
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna-
There's
they're
no
gonna
question
continue,
about
right,
that.
they're gonna continue to try to pay about $500 a month.
Yes.
So if we amortize the balance at $500 a month, are we talking, what'd you say, about a couple
About
years?
2 years, yeah.
About 2 years, probably.
Would have been 28 months.
Or we can do nothing.
I like
and
that
just
idea.
continue.
Yeah, I mean, why don't we re-amortize it with a reasonable date? They can always pay it off, I don't know.
We could do that.
Is there any incentive for them, just from a, I don't know, and I don't want to say like from a feel good or from an emotional standpoint, but if we said $500 a month and extended them 2 years and that, like it's working for them now, I feel like it'd be something where, okay, we're on track, things are better, we're gonna keep paying this and we're gonna, versus we don't do anything, and they're past their maturity date, they know it. And,
Yes, they,
the
very much-
people, in finance, is there any benefit to that? I guess I'm just asking.
No, they're very much aware of the debt. Mrs. Cobb actually brings the check in here, and so she's not hiding out on us.
That's good.
Well, do you have an opinion? Do you have an opinion on this recommendation?
Yeah, I would sort of leave it the way it is, but I wouldn't mess with the maturity date. We'll continue to stay in touch with them, try to get a little more money out of them, retire early, maybe, and because it's working very well right now.
How's that look on our books?
It's a receivable.
But I mean, they're
Also, loan in default.
yeah, I mean, if they pass their maturity date, they're
They're in default, yes.
in default.
And kind of back to what we've been talking about a bank. Just extend the maturity date, what's the difference? I mean, if they pay 900 a month or 500 a month, what's the difference? It's the best thing to do. They're not a controversial loan, they're behind, fine. Things happen, but to do nothing feels like we're just, we're willing to break our own rules for some people.
So you're saying that we should extend the maturity date because it's the,
I wouldn't,
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's some reason we need to re-amortize the loan, I think the action requested for us is extend the maturity date. So if we extend it 2 years, what's the difference? They can pay it off in 12 months. It doesn't change anything except take the loan out of default.
That's correct.
which is a good thing.
I mean, we could also consider extending the maturity date for 1 year because we're giving them a benefit and then revisit this in another year. But I guess if you revisit the same loan too many times, it could also raise some awareness.
So, are you saying possibly just extend it for 1 year, Rob, and just see where we're at? But wouldn't that sort of be, because if we re-amortize it for 1 year, that's gonna greatly change the monthly payment.
But he's not talking about re-amortizing.
Oh, not re-amortizing, okay.
He's just extending the date 1 or 2 years, and let them continue to pay what they can, you know, with a realistic maturity date.
We can never collect more than the loan. We just move the end date, so it's out of default.
So we're not formally re-amortizing, we're moving the,
We're just taking that
Maturity date.
default.
taking it off the default list, which probably has our advantages, you know, has some advantages for the agency.
Yeah, I agree.
And my only reason for suggesting the, say, 12 months or whatever, I mean, 7/1/26 is fine, it's close enough. I mean, it's a little more than 12 months, but it still keeps the focus and pressure on Painful Acres that they have to pay this loan off, which I'm sure they're painfully aware. But it also then, and from our side, we've extended the loan, we didn't change the loan payment amount. They're making monthly payments, and it helps shape it to what Lyle was thinking. They're not ducking and hiding. They're paying us less than the monthly payment, and they're already past the maturity date. So it gets us in a better position.
Sounds like a motion.
I will make a motion to extend the maturity date. What is it, 7/1/26? I think that says. I
Yeah.
can't read. Okay, it looks like a 5 in my printout for some reason. So I'll make a motion to extend the maturity date, not re-amortize the loan, to July 1st, 2026.
Do I have a second?
None of the committee.
I'll second.
Okay, further discussion. I think it'll look better on our books. We don't have one in default that way.
We'll revisit it next year if we need to.
Yeah, great.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. All right,
Alrighty, all in favor, aye?
aye,
Opposed? Motion carries.
okay.
Job done. Anything else, Marsh?
No, not really.
Beautiful. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second, Rob?
I'll second it.
Morning, Don.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
We stand adjourned.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.